To be honest, you're not even the first person to ask me that. Guys are always like, why is your name Akot and you're a Kenyan? Like, explain to us, why are you Akot? And I'm always like, okay, how do I explain this? I was born and then I was told your name is Caroline Akot and then my surname. And then, okay, this is the name appearing on my birth certificate, my passport and everything. So it's just my actual name, Akot. And then I add TV. Well, I was thinking Caroline TV, there are so many Carolines. When you Google on YouTube, there's a lot of Caroline going on. And then I thought of my surname. My surname is so long. Many people may not be able to even pronounce it. And then Akot is short and it's just 4 letters and it's easy to remember. You know, I've been seeing comments like this coming from the ladies in the house. Okay, so the comments are usually like, Mama, can I come with my children? Can I come with my husband? Can I come with my spouse? And then they cross the border. Okay, fine, they move with their families. Then they cross the border. Then again, they're the first ones to leave their husbands. I don't get it. I do not get the psychology behind it. Hello everybody, welcome back to Akot TV, and if you're checking in for the very first time, it's your Mama Akot, and yes, I am the immigration queen. Please remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any of our content. Now in today's video, my sons and daughters, the focus is on the United Kingdom. We're looking for jobs, we're looking for opportunities. I mean, what easier way can you move to any other country besides looking for a job? Because if you have a job offer, then it takes you at least 6 months for you to eventually move into that country. Because what does it take? What really does it take? All you need to do is just apply for that job, get a job offer, apply for a work permit, process your documents, go to the embassy, speak your truth. You are doing your paperwork. Tell them as it is. Do not lie. Okay, now you have clicked on this video because yes, you want to move to Canada. You really want to move to Canada. And this is what I'm telling you. Watch this video to the end. To the end. And then follow what I'm going to share with you. And you'll be fine. That's all I'm asking of you. I'm not asking you to pay $20 or $50 or anything. No. I'm just asking you to sit down there. A cup of coffee, a cup of wine, a cup of whiskey, a cup of whatever you want to take, a glass of whatever. But watch this video to the end and follow the process. Today's video, my sons and daughters, we're going to focus on these 3 countries. These 3 countries, they don't have people, they're begging. Please, God have mercy. Come and live in our country. Now, we're not wasting time. First country. Aliben, Switzerland. Aliben will pay a family of 4 up to £50,000 because of their declining population. Aliben is basically a charming town in Switzerland, and the town is currently inviting immigrants to move over there, and they're open to paying them. Not open, they're actually paying them. And the whole agenda is basically to increase on their population. If you're 45 years old, you'll be offered 20,000 Swiss franc or around $21,000 for moving, and 10,000 Swiss franc or approximately $10,000 for moving with children. For you to get your visa, you'll first need the Greek visa application form. Make sure you fill the form in detail, answer all the questions, and then at the end of the form, do not forget to sign. Please, when you're signing that form, you want to make sure that you do not make any grammatical errors. Anything that you're not sure about, you can ask someone. And every information that you put into that document, make sure is true and correct as per that time when you're filling that form. Because if you put in an information and then you give something which was not true, there's no way you're going to recover from that. All right. You will need 2 passport photos, and the photos should of course be identical. Like, is there a way that they cannot be identical? You'll need 2 passport photos according to the photograph requirements for the Greek Schengen visa application as set by the Schengen visa regulations. You definitely need a valid passport. Make sure your passport complies with the passport criteria set by the Schengen states. Your passport should have at least 2 blank pages and 6 months of validity. And also, your passport must have been issued within the last 10 years, like from today counting back 10 years. Hello everybody, welcome back to Akot TV, and if you're checking in for the very first time, it's your Mama Akot, and yes, I am the immigration queen. Please remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any of our content. Now in today's video, my sons and daughters, the focus is on New Brunswick. Okay, and the program we're actually talking about is the New Brunswick Critical Worker Program. Don't go there. Don't be like, I've heard about this program. This video is detailed, and I'm going to show you what nobody else has shown you. Because why? I'm going to show you step by step. Why am I taking time to convince you to watch this video? Listen, New Brunswick is actually one of the Canadian nice provinces. Okay, it's cold, but it's manageable. I mean, the country is prepared. If you're scared of the cold, they're going to take care of, because the houses are heated and the tunnels are heated, so you're going to be fine. Cold is not an issue. So let's start by defining what the New Brunswick Critical Worker Pilot Program is actually. My childhood was brilliant for one reason. I had my mother. My dad was never there. I think I was told he left when I was about 6 months. So I grew up with my mother, and I was born in Mombasa. That time it used to be a town. Many years ago it used to be a town. Now it's a city. So I was born and brought up there. I went to Star of the Sea for my primary education, and then after Star of the Sea I went to Sacred Heart High School. And then from there, my mother passed on when I was in Form 3. So we stayed on in Mombasa because my brother was already working. So I did class 8. Then I did Form 4 in Mombasa. And then now after high school, I came to Nairobi to stay with my older brother. And then, results are coming out and you're trying to figure out where are you going, what are you going to do. Then I joined Kenya Institute of Management. I think now it's called Management University of Africa. And I did business administration. And then after that, I proceeded to University of Nairobi, where I did Bachelor of Education, Early Childhood. And then after that, University of Nottingham, England.
You're not putting timelines on this.
No, if I put timelines, you guys will start calculating my age.
Which is okay. Where you're ready.
Yeah, but from there, look, you can tell. Girls never talk about their age. I have a sister and a brother and of course cousins. Here and there, I have aunties, I have uncles. Family is happening, though I don't have any of my parents, but my grandma is still there from my maternal side. And then from my dad's side, I still have a surviving uncle, and he has 2 wives. And then I have some stepsisters and brothers. Yeah. Family to me is very important. My childhood, the way I remember it, my mother she was never rich. She was fair. I remember anything I asked for, she gave me. I don't know, nowadays I sit back, I'm thinking about my own expenses and I'm like, how did she do it? Because anything I asked for, she gave me. So my childhood was amazing. My mother was my best friend. I could talk to her about anything, So yeah, my childhood was just great. And then I grew up amongst Muslims, so there was a lot of, values and the idea of you have to be a good girl, so it was all good. And then there was no crime those days, or at least I never heard of any. We could play until whatever time, go home, and if you made a mistake, anyone, even our neighbors, somebody could cane you for, So I had a good one. We played a lot. We played all the time. Life was all about fun. We played a lot. And then when I was in school, I don't know, maybe it's because I talked too much or something, but especially after joining high school, Form 1, I was the class prefect, Form 2, class prefect, Form 3, assistant head girl, Form 4, head girl. So really, my life was good. Like, if I could go back in time, I could go back and live that life again. Well, for my case, I don't know. I started making content. I would say it was like it was accidental, because I traveled to the US, and then I'm sitting in the house. Everyone else has gone to work. I couldn't go to work because that time I was just visiting, and then I was bored. And I'm missing Kenya. I am missing my beer. I'm missing my food. So I was like, okay, now what do I do? Then I just took my phone. I had an Oppo phone, red. Oh, I'm not a fan of that phone anymore. So I gave it away. So I took my phone and then I just spoke into it, like record hit. Then I talked about the things I'm missing about home. I'm missing my family, the food, because if you've been to America for the first time, like you get to America for the first time, the food. For almost 2 weeks I couldn't eat. The food there's a big difference.
Just by tasting, you can tell.
Yeah. There's a big difference. I never enjoyed the food. So like I said, I just took my phone and I started talking. And then after talking, I was like, okay, now let me listen to myself. Then I started listening. I talked for like 10 minutes. 10 whole minutes. I'm like, this video is good. I made it, it's good. So what do I do with it? I said, okay, fine. I hear there's something called YouTube, so I'm gonna post it there. And that's the same day I opened a YouTube channel. And that time I didn't know that people make money from YouTube. I didn't know that making content, you'd make money. Like, I think I've been so ignorant for quite some time, because being a teacher, all my life is about teaching, and then you don't do anything else besides teaching. So I was never really that much into social media. So I posted it, and there was 50-50 kind of reaction. 50 on this side and 50 on this side. So 50% were like, you are so ungrateful. You're in America and you're busy complaining. Do you know how many people would like to be where you are? And then the other 50, they were like, they could resonate with me. They were like, okay, whatever you're saying makes sense. Then I think I got excited for all the comments, negatives and positives. I got excited. I think I had like 100 views. And that was huge for me. Huge! 100 views. Huge! Oh my God, I appreciate those people. The first 100 people to watch my video. And then I remember I could not even look at the camera. I didn't even know that I'm supposed to look at the lens. So I'm talking and I'm facing the other way. So then after that, I was like, okay, this looks good. And then people were talking. So I was like, I can use this platform to, make connections. Then after that video, I recorded another one, then another video, and then I just kept going. And then I was like, since I'm kind of bored with my job, like super bored, I can't do this anymore, I decided, okay, what am I going to do with my channel? Then I said, all right, since I'm a teacher, I'll start teaching people English, okay? So I went for this test, IELTS test. I did the test and I failed. And the day I went for the test, there were so many people. Then I'm telling myself, there's potential here. All these people are sitting for this test because they want to move somewhere. So that's when immigration content was born. And I kept making, I adopted into Canada and America and Australia and all these nice places. And I started creating content until one day I get an email that I qualify to apply for YouTube partnership. And what, okay, YouTube partnership, how does this work? I'm like, oh really? So I'm going to start earning. And then that is just how it started. But as I was making the videos, I think I just grew into it. I just naturally started loving it, and then I just started vibing with it. For me, my journey was never really easy because, like I said, I lost my mom when I was in Form 3. So I didn't have the luxury of go to school, finish, and then join this institution and just study and bills will be taken care of. For me, I got up to the diploma, and even the diploma, I did not really finish it until I met my husband, who was like, okay, which course are you doing? Okay, I was doing this course, but I could not finish it. And he held my hand and he made sure I finished that course. And then after that, it's been school, work, home, school, work. So there's no time. I can tell you that I lived a free life because I'm going to school. I always went to school and studied at the same time. And if I'm not working, I always went to school and worked at the same time. And if I'm not working for someone, then I'm running my own business. So it has always been study and something else, But after finishing with my education, I joined this school. I worked in that school for about 4 years. It's one of the best top schools in Kenya. It is. The children of who is who are the ones who go to this school. It's a brilliant school. I stayed there, so I signed a 4-year contract. But then 2 years down the line, I started feeling, I just started feeling, there's something, I need to do something. So then in my head, I'm thinking I still have 2 years for my contract to end.
Okay, then I traveled to America, and then I've made one YouTube video, and then I'm starting to like it, and then I get into it, I'm making content. So 2 years until my contract ends, I was like, okay, this YouTube thing, and the way I have applied for partnership, they're going to take me in. This is one thing I'm going to pursue. And as I'm taking up YouTube, I'm not just going to make content without knowing what I'm going to be doing about this content. If I'm giving information, then I must bring in an aspect of business. So I do not entirely depend on money coming from YouTube. So for those 2 years, my channel was running, and I made sure I made at least 3 videos every week. So I'm working full time. I'm making videos. I have to edit. I am doing, educational, whatever, the ones they do in schools. It's called what? Professional development. You have to put up with those ones. And then you have a husband at home. But then again, you have to do it because you're a woman. You just have to do something. So yeah, 3 videos every single week until I finished my contract. And then now I got into YouTube. I think I just got, I got motivated, or rather I got encouraged after joining the YouTube partnership program. After joining the YouTube partnership program, that's when I got excited. I was not really earning the money yet, but I was like, there's a God. The way I got the idea to start this thing, I'm going to run with it. So by the time I was leaving work, I was barely earning. Every week there has to be 2 videos. Every week I'm going live. And if there's anything that I would like my audience to see urgently, then I just make a short. So there's always something going on. And then besides that, besides just having Akot TV, there's the business part of it. So there's always communication, people asking, how do we do this? How do we go about this? Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I get super busy. I saw my daughters making content. They were making content, but really I never cared what it was all about. I never paid attention. I don't know you guys are going to watch this, sorry. I never paid attention, okay? So just like I told you, when I was in the US, then I started thinking, okay, what can I do? I'm so bored, there's no one to talk to, so I'm making this video. So then I'm seeing my girls making videos, and my big girl, she had a channel, but I never looked into it. I never, the way you just don't pay attention. It's like there's a black thing covering you not to see. And so I was like, okay, this thing is happening now. This thing is happening now. And I cannot say that it's all me. I think sometimes when you're not sure about what to do, and then at the same time you're pressed financially, God just sends you something. And so all you need to do is just listen to hear your calling. And somehow it just works out. Yeah, to be honest, let me tell you, I started YouTube, and I was lucky enough, I monetized this channel in 3 months. So that happened very fast, and then COVID came. Okay, so when COVID came, every time I did a video, everyone would be like, how do we get to Canada? I mean, every country, they're closing their borders. So my channel was taking a deep dive. Okay, I started 3 months before the pandemic. I remember so well. 3 months before the pandemic. And then I started bringing in vlogs. Once in a while I could bring vlog or just any other thing. And then people are not watching. I'm like, why are they not interested in my life? Because immigration is not working. Now they're not even watching my vlogs. Okay, what do I do? But I think I just had motivation from within. I made a decision. Content creation, especially if you want to be in YouTube, the biggest thing you must have is commitment.
Consistency.
Commitment, yeah, consistency. I give up every single day. I used to give up every single day, but I kept going. In the evening, I'm going to bed, I'm like, I'm done. This YouTube is not working, I am done. Because I am monetized. Videos, ads are running on my videos. I don't have views, meaning there's no money coming in. How are you saying I'm a YouTube partner and then 6 months down the line, I don't get nothing? And if this money pops, once in a while, it's on the borderline, $70. It used to be so hard. It used to be so hard. So I see people getting excited. Oh, I've been monetized. Being monetized is not a big deal. A big deal comes in. The big deal is making the content that people are actually interested to watch. That's when you can make money on YouTube. So you're giving people, either you're giving them value for their time by entertaining them or educating them over something. Two things. You know, number one, I didn't even know that people actually edit their videos until I started posting videos, and then I'm like, let me see what other people are doing, and I'm seeing numbers, words, nice colors. I'm like, how are they doing this? So slowly I started learning how to edit. But when I first uploaded that video, I think I looked at it after like a week or something because I didn't care. It was not a big deal. I spent most of my time on Facebook chatting and doing late nights and doing video calls. I wasted a lot of time. So I didn't check it until after 1 week or so. And within that 1 week, I think I had like maybe 30 subscribers, maybe 25. They were so little. I didn't even get to 40. Very few people. Well, for me, my case is different. I hear people talking about one video, which is true. That one video happened for my second channel, being Akot. But Akot TV, I made 100 videos in a period of 2 months. So there was 100 views, 50, 100, 1,000, 200, 1,500. But because there were many, I hit the hours. So for me, it was the numbers of the videos, but it was never about that one video. But for my second channel, when I started it, 2 weeks later, I think it was video number 5. I did this video and I don't know what happened. It just went so quickly. It just went so quickly. And so within 1 month, 2 weeks, I monetized the channel. So the idea of that one video worked on this second channel. But for the first channel, I did 100 good videos. Okay, the first 15 were, I didn't know nothing, not good at all. But I spoke sense, but there was no editing and stuff like that. Yeah. Let me tell you, if you're a content creator, you need as much support as you can get. Like, you need it, especially from your family. So for me, at some point, I felt like my family was not supporting me. You'll realize that your friends are not watching your videos. People are just not, they're just not watching. But then you're thinking, okay, the content I'm creating, my girls, they're not planning to go to Canada, or they're not planning to go, like that is not part of their, it's not their fun. I'm thinking, and my husband, is he, but why would he sit down watching me talk about? So to some extent, you try to understand, but it's very, very hard. YouTube can be very hard. I remember one time, there's one guy told me, oh, by the way, do you see what's happening to your content? You better look for a job. So, but I'm doing YouTube. No, look for a job. And then he goes ahead and tells me, oh, look at this guy. Look at this guy. Whenever he posts like one video, he gets 1 million views. And you are busy. I told him, okay, fine. Let him continue getting his 1 million views. Me, my journey is my journey. So yeah. And then one time he even called me. Do you know he even called me? Oh, by the way, the video you posted, it is so boring. I clicked in and I clicked out. I'm like, geez, telling me on my face that my content is crap. And the person telling me is not even a content creator. He doesn't know, he does not understand that as a content creator, you can only control the content that you're making. But I can't control who is coming to watch. I can't control who will like me. I can't control who is going to dislike me, So you can only do so much. My part is to make content which I feel is good enough for anyone to watch. But then who comes to watch? I have no idea. I cannot control it. And it takes time. In fact, I think YouTube is the hardest community to grow, to be honest. It's the hardest because they are long videos. So you see, like TikTok, those are 30 seconds, 20 seconds. So people don't have time to judge you. But on YouTube, they have all the time to look at you and figure out the earrings you're wearing. Do you have lipstick on? And then, but you just have to move on. Yeah. Number one, I don't believe you should subscribe to me because I've subscribed to you. Subscribe to me because you like me, or even if you don't like me but you want to hear what I'm talking about, you know. So there's an interest. So that's why I have never, you know, called up someone and said, please subscribe to my... No, I don't do that. I keep telling myself every single day that my audience will find me. And how are they going to find me? I have to make sure that any video that I put outside there, it's, you know, it's a targeted video. It brings value and quality and the way I speak. So then I just leave the rest to God. I have to remain consistent and give people good quality videos. I think that is what is selling me so far. I think that is what is selling me. But if you go asking people to subscribe, you go fishing, you'll find yourself with 2,000 subscribers and no one is watching your videos. No one is just watching your videos. There are people who will watch your videos, like even 10 of them, before they make a decision to subscribe. And there are those who will find your content and subscribe immediately, okay? But you want to make your videos in a way that anyone who clicks on any of your video will subscribe. So you just make good content that you click, you get in there, and the vibe in there, you just subscribe.